Welcome to SGL, Spiritual Guiding Light. You know what? Let me back up just a little bit because I'm going to talk for a minute. Okay. Collective. Typically, this is pretty much a general, but collectively, for those of you who want to accept, acknowledge, at the end of the day, you have free will. There's no requirement, there is no expectation to simply just be. And it doesn't matter. If you choose to be a rebel, then be a rebel. You're not exempt. If you choose to be a humanitarian, be a humanitarian. But don't allow there to be any confusion, because that is when creator is literally, that is a tough job. The formula that cannot be hacked, that cannot be overpowered, a system, a provider, a protector, to try to go through all of these rhythms to fulfill your desire, or what it is that you are so mental focus on, and you keep pulling it in and it doesn't even serve you, because you can't fully commit of what and who you are, not how you are or how can you become. Making the decision that it's the beginning of the test. So what do you want to be when you grow up? This is not the moment when I say follow and subscribe. I would think that you would do, but since you already knew that I was going to do that, unfamiliarities and the diction of that is abnormal, difference, uniqueness, that lacks confidence and only self and soul are only capable of creating that add on to the body. So if you enjoy writing in cursive, you've created an add-on to self. I can identify that you prefer, because you have made that an awareness. Some of you are just a jack of all trade. Then be in that confidence of knowing that, instead of allowing other people to deposit the energy of you're all over the place. Own it. If you're not all over the place, then show them that you're not. But see, no one sees your underlining. How hard it is to come in and out of depression. How hard it is to tell self, "Oh, I love you. You did good. I'm proud of you. We're gonna make this. Okay, let's breathe. I'm doing all the techniques that I'm supposed to do, that it is required, the basic steps of life." So this is the point where I acknowledge that, yes, I have to be vocal. I do have a story to tell. You have a story to tell. Whether that be serving the people, whether that being creating a product that creates the space of gratitude. the ambassador's box of the anointing oil. So you mean to tell me that this is tangible? But an anointing oil must be pressed. For those of you whom, you're not addicted to reading and listening to readings, but what you just like to keep an open mind and you like to use that as a tool to be able to look out for, not focus attention of looking out for, but that moment of like, oh, aha, okay, I see. So now I can kind of take control of self on how I'm going to react to the aha. Because sometimes those aha happen after the fact, not too much of beforehand, unless it is present. Just a moment to vibe. Excuse me. I want to kind of, as I was pre-shuffling here, um, we had the Three of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Being in a sunken place, it's hard to get here. It's hard to celebrate gratitude. It's hard to let go. And when you're in a sunken place, right? Sunken place can be depression. Sunken place can be overbearing of responsibilities, right? And you're wanting to scream to say, "Oh my gosh, this is enough. Can you not see?" Overbearing could be feeling like you're walking on eggshells. Overbearing can be you had a moment to show your potential, but you didn't. And so you are being hard on yourself. And it's happened multiple times where you chose to dim your light, right? But you realize that every time you acknowledge gratitude, you feel like this. But if you're in a sunken place, you cannot receive. You cannot receive it. How can you experience gratitude? Gratitude it's like love is not pain. Okay. Gratitude doesn't carry those characteristics either. Being thankful and gratitude are two different formulas. Okay. Let's get some direction here. We definitely have the Four of Swords of balancing everything out as reframing into temperance, right? This is rest, restoration. This is air sign Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is confirming when I was talking about overworking. Some of you may need to go back, get a journal um, to be more productive. Yes, you have your phone and it's in your hands, but write it down. And then as a support, we have the Nine of Wands, your passion and putting in that action. Okay. This is a good impulse. It's definitely a good impulse. Fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Okay. Change. Definitely confirming the Wheel of Fortune, fire sign. Okay. Definitely confirming that this Three of Swords, that full cycle has came to its completion. Now that the understanding of gratitude, having that reflection with the judgments, going into that transition. Let's go ahead and give you I want to give you, ooh, I'm going to give you Keepers of the Light. I am not going to say the name. You're going to read them and say them to yourself. That's how that's going to go. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Because I myself have to follow what I'm confident in pertaining to my gifts and spirituality and my openness to be willing to be obedient is why. So, moving forward, let's go ahead and see who's keeping your light. All right. Okay, Clock of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. And this is talking about that gratitude. So you know exactly what you need to do pertaining to this Three of Swords, right? Allowing that full cycle to come in. It's a completion, right? Now you can relax. You no longer have to keep thinking about this. No longer. It's like it has been released. It's like even memories have been released. It's not something that is going to it is not going to trust what you know. That's what you have to do. So on God's touch, um, hopefully you got what you were let's go ahead and look at some masculine energy here of what you got. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords. This is masculine energy. Definitely the lack of feminine energy as pertaining to nurturing. Okay. And then let's look at some feminine. And we have the Seven of Voices, right? Even though that you've made the decision to say, you know what, I'm letting go, you fill in the blank of what that is so that I can practice gratitude. I've now learned how to practice gratitude in my lows. And now as I'm learning how to be neutral in practicing gratitude, you know, yes, I still feel the naysayers. Yes, I feel the takers. Yes, I feel the thieves, right? The robbers, I feel them. But we are all ordained from who we choose to be. Remember, what do you want to be when you grow up? Right? Is it an illusion? Are you upset? This is feminine energy here. All right. So, with that being said, there is no need to shed light because you've cloaked your wisdom, right? It's like walking down the street butt ass naked and no one can see you, right? Right. So, with that being said, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to stop there. It's a little overwhelming, but at the end of the day, gratitude is is like saying happy birthday every day. Okay? All right, don't forget love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you.